Hey, yo, we back at it again. It's your boy Ray from Ray's Podcast, live from the 9th floor of Hello Studios. Thank y'all for tuning in and rocking with us today. Man, it's a beautiful day outside. Man, great episode planned for y'all. Thank you for all of our sponsors out there. Get Lit Vacations, Extreme Travel, Lyrically Correct. Thank y'all so much for all you do to Ray's Podcast. We really appreciate y'all. Make sure you're still out there liking, subscribing, following us all on social media pages. Please continue doing that. Your love means the world to us. This is the time of the show, where we like to reset people's day. Maybe we got to reset your month, your hour, your minute, whatever going on. If you're having a hard time and some things are going on, let me pour back into you because you show us so much love. We want to pour back to you, all right? So just in case somebody told you today, just know that you're beautiful, you're loved, you're needed, you're alive for a reason. Hey, you're stronger than you think. See, whatever's going on, you're going to get through this. So here on Ray's Podcast, my show, I'm glad you're alive and don't give up. So when you keep positive words in your mind, when hard situations come up, it's going to be autopilot. You know what? I can't do this. I am loved. I am strong enough to get through this. So, if you ever need to reach out, feeling down, we'll hit you. Hit us up. We'll gladly respond and talk to you. Make sure you get through that day. Cool. Let's get into it, man. We got a great show planned out. Got a special co-host in the building today. You may see him a time or two, here in the podcast. You may be out in the city. He's at your local establishment, turning it up. Bringing great vibes. Yo, welcome my boy, Rome, in the building right now. Ray's Podcast. What's up, bro?
Hey, what's good, bro?
Welcome
what's
back.
good, man?
Welcome back. Glad to you back, bro.
Yes, sir. Thank you for having me, man. I appreciate it.
Of course. Man, we got a dope guest today in the building, so let's talk about that.
Oh yeah, for sure, man. I'm very excited to introduce our special guest today. She's a great friend of mine. We've been rocking for many years now, so it was only right that I came back on here and to give her that formal introduction on Ray's Podcast. Without further ado, man, I want to introduce you guys to the great and powerful Sarah Badran. She is the owner and operator of Creative Currency, which is a PR and marketing and events planning firm. We've done a lot of great collaborations, a lot of successful events. Also, she's plugged me in with a lot of great, meaningful people that I've been able to also, grow a relationship with and also produce events with as well. So for that, I'm eternally grateful for that. Without further ado, Sarah, welcome to Ray's Podcast.
What's up, Sarah?
Hey, how's it going?
How's it going? You doing all right?
Yes, I'm really excited to be here. Thank you so much.
See, they love you. See, people love you. They show you love. Thank you so much for taking time out of your busy schedule. We got a lot of stuff going on right now, but you took time out to come rock with us. Thank you. We really appreciate that.
Absolutely. I'm happy to be here.
Okay, I know you've been in L.A.
Mm-hmm.
Now you in Dallas for the week. Talk to us. What's that transition like being from Dallas to L.A. now?
Yeah, so it's been a really interesting transition. I grew up going to LA and throughout the years have gone there a lot for the type of work that I do. But I knew, I've been producing events and doing work here in Dallas for over 10 years. So I knew that it was kind of time to also start building bridges. And, with LA being the large entertainment capital that it is, it made sense to kind of, see about expanding my clientele to other markets and also building bridges back to the city. So yeah, I've spent the last 3 years really bouncing back and forth, but Dallas is always home. Dallas is always a priority, and it's really still the main hub for most of the events that I produce. Okay.
So you wear many hats, many titles. Talk to us about all those different hats and titles you have.
Oh my goodness. I feel like I'm everybody's mother. I'm the industry mother, I guess, of sorts, or maybe big sister, because I'm not, maybe I'm not old enough to be considered a mother just yet. But yeah, so like Rome mentioned, I have my agency, Creative Currency. It spans a lot of different services. What we mostly focus on public relations, brand management, brand partnerships, and event production. So yeah, we do a mixture of things from working with different artists and brands to helping them create more opportunities, get more visibility and exposure. And then we also like to curate different signature events as well as help do promotions for other events. So the last couple of years have been doing a lot of like festivals, conferences, different one-off launch events and listening events for working with labels. One of our biggest clients of the last couple of years has been Def Jam, and we've done some really cool stuff with them. And we're expanding, working with other labels. We just did an event with Epic Records that Hennessy and Rome came on board, and you know, we did that thing. So yeah, just love getting creative, love helping people.
Let's talk about that real quick, Rome. Let's talk about from your side of it, you know, being a part of all these different events. You know, we know you host a lot of things, which we'll be speaking about, you know, the event, you know, Sarah has coming up here this weekend. What is it like, you know, from your side, you know, being attached and working with these different groups and labels and, you know, making sure Hennessy brand is proudly represented?
Oh man, it's vitally important. Like one of the main, or our main goal, or my main goal for brand alignment is being in those rooms, right, with the celebrities and the people that have this great following. And so Sarah has been able to provide and bring forth those events and those moments to where it's just a no-brainer for Hennessy to be involved, right? You know, I can even date back to when I first met Sarah. It was actually at one of our Hennessy events that I did in Austin. And that's always a funny story because when we were traveling over there, you know, I rented out a party bus, and it was you know, trying to create those vibes where it was like a memorable road trip, and it ended up being a memorable road trip because halfway there our party bus broke down.
Oh wow.
Our party bus broke down, man, and then
like the middle of summer, and like
in the middle of summer, and then no AC, and it was just everything was going completely wrong that could have gone wrong. And but you know, that's part of the game. You know, I quickly pivoted, called up another party bus company. They came and picked us up and took us to Austin because we were actually launching our limited edition bottle that year with John Juan. And so and that was the first time that I actually had met Sarah because she was invited by my counterpart, which is Lillian. You know, shout out to Lillian over at Hennessy.
Yeah, shout out to Lillian.
Because she's the one that actually made that introduction for me and Sarah to meet. And so after that, like, you know, the event went super well. It was at a hostel. You know, John Juan did a live painting. We launched the bottle, and then we came back to Dallas. And then after that, like, you know, I was in constant communication with Sarah, and then we actually got to working together. And then that event like just kind of like just took off for me and her, and we've been able to do so many events. Now I think I've lost count of how much stuff we've actually been able to do, but it's been great. I think our work relationship has also transcended into an actual friendship because, you know, I hit her up for a bunch of stuff just to get her input, get her opinion on things, because our roles are very similar. You know, I've been on that side as well, you know, with my own marketing and promotions company and event producing as well. And then to be on this side, I know that whenever I do an event with Sarah, I know that the brand, and not only the brand but also my reputation, is in good hands. So
Facts.
yeah.
Y'all get reimbursed for that bus breaking down?
Oh yeah, for sure.
I
wrote a very mean email.
Honestly, even
No,
though
that
happened, it was still one of the coolest events that I've like experienced. And I think Hennessy has really done such a great job as a brand of just recognizing influencers and just really tailoring these really cool custom experiences. Like, I think they, like, out of, you know, most of the brands I work with, they're really leading the pack in that. And it's been such a blessing too to just not only build with Rome because he's such a great guy, but also Hennessy in general, because me focusing a lot in the urban music space, like, to me, Hennessy, like, when you think of hip hop, you think of Hennessy.
Yeah,
like, it's just like
absolutely.
synonymous. So like to kind of be growing in the position that I have in my career, and then also get to have, you know, alignment with someone like Rome and the brand, it's just been like the best little you know, relationship.
And also,
For sure.
you know, Hennessy, you know, the spirit of the NBA. Again, thank you so much, man. It was a great opportunity. I really appreciate you beginning of the season, you know, taking us out. It was a great time, great, amazing people, being able to network and talk with, you know, that Hennessy brand. You know, they're really,
Yeah, for sure.
they're really doing it. You know.
Oh yeah, man. You know, it's I'm going on 8 years now, and it's just the amount of things that we've been able to do for the culture has been transcendent, man. I don't think there's any other spirits brand that has nowhere near on that level. And I'm not talking down on any of them.
No,
Obviously,
talk your shit.
obviously, I'm a little biased, right? But it's just like, man, there's levels to this, and I just think we're on a different level.
Yeah, I mean, it's taking pride in the work that you do and the company
For
you work
sure.
for, the company you love, So let's transition a little bit here. We know you got this event that's coming up this weekend, Emerge Fashion Show and Music Experience.
Yes.
Talk to us about that, all right? Talk to us. How did it come about?
Uh-huh.
What was your brain? What was your thoughts putting this event together?
Yeah, absolutely. So, throughout my career, it's always been a point of mine to just create really cool, awesome cultural moments. I love kind of marrying the two scenes that I operate in, which is a little bit of the, upper high society and then the underground in the streets. So I love bringing all aspects of that together and creating these experiences. So I've been producing fashion shows since the beginning of my career, which, has been now 10 years. So but it's always something I try to come back to. So when we were coming out of the pandemic and I was just thinking like, okay, it's time to get back to what I do, which is, curating these events. I had an event that was somewhat similar to it called Hype Society in 2019. And we kind of wanted to just take that concept and, add other elements, which was, the performing artists and just create this new experience. So when I thought about like what we were really doing, we wanted to shine a light on emerging talent. So I just really love the term emerge. Like it's all about like, coming out from the scenes and really showing who you are. And I think that's what a lot of these talented people that we're working with are doing. And I feel like even as a city, Dallas is emerging and we're like making it known that we're here to like, play with the big dogs. So
I love that. I love that.
Yeah.
I couldn't have said it any better, man. Dallas is like,
It's its own hub.
We're going up. We're going up.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. So I thought this was, it was the right time to launch something like this type of event, something that marries both fashion and music. And, it's been a really amazing experience. We launched it November of 2021. We've been doing it twice a year. So now we're on our fourth one. We do them in the spring and the fall. And, yeah, it's been really exciting. The buzz for it's been incredible. Every show we've grown significantly, and that's why we're actually moving to a new venue, which is Club Vivo. So we first hosted them at 5 a.m. So shout out to 5 a.m. They were definitely great.
Shout out Remy.
Yeah, shout out Remy.
Shout out Dre.
Sam.
Yeah.
All those guys. And I really appreciate them, too, like, for helping me build in that space and really believing in it. They showed so much support. But it was just crazy with the last one that we had, tipping over 700 people. We hit capacity.
Wow,
that's when we realized, okay, it's time to move to something a little bit bigger. And the guys at Vivo have been incredible as well, too. And so, that's why I also wanted to wait to grow it and build it before I called on Rome. Because, of course, Hennessy was, like, the number one partner I thought of at that time. But I was like, you know what? I want to just make sure that I get this right. So when we bring them on board, like, we're ready. And we made that call. I made that back call to Rome, and he was like, okay, let's go. And we're really excited for this one specifically that's coming up.
That's awesome. I mean, that's a life lesson right there she just gave you all. You may have connections, you may know people in, big situations, but sometimes people in those big situations want to see, okay, what can you do for yourself first before we step in? What are you going to do for yourself? Because it's great to ask for help, but are you going to help yourself first before you ask for, okay,
Absolutely.
I've come this far. How do I get to the next level? Okay, can you give me that little pushover, which I'm awesome. I'm so excited about this event. So I'm so happy. So the next couple of questions, okay? Mm-hmm. What should people expect from the Emerge, fashion and music experience? Then I want you to dive into tell who's all going to be performing, and what kind of designers we're going to be able to see there at the event. Okay. Then we're going to flip it over back to you, Rome, here in a second.
Yeah, so with this specific show, we are featuring 12 designers and 6 artists. On the music side, we have a mixture of artists from, we have a female rapper, Honey Gold, and then another 2 rappers, which is Scatino and Hanani. So, but they all kind of represent different styles, which is really cool. And then we have 2 R&B singers, which is Lena Ramal and Carissa Cruz. And then, one R&B artist, male, Devontae Fields. So again, all of them kind of have their own style and flair, and we just wanted to create a little selection, and there are a few little surprises within there as well too, but that we don't want to mention. But you got to come to the show to check it out.
Okay.
And then as far as the designers, again, we really like to curate a really mixed show. So we have a little bit of high-end couture as well as swimwear and resort wear. We have some streetwear designers as well too, menswear and womenswear. So you get a little bit of everything at this show.
Okay. I ain't gonna lie, I'm gonna be a little bit biased. I'm looking forward to seeing Lena. That's my girl. Shout out Lena. I'm
Shout out Lena.
looking for her to drop that new single she's dropping that day and performing it the same day. So it's gonna be really amazing. So let me get back to you, Rome, real quick. Hennessy, I know you're a part of this event. Talk to us about some of the things Hennessy's gonna bring to the table for this event.
Yeah, I went to the last Emerge show at 5 a.m. And I literally told Sarah on the spot, I was like, I want to sponsor the next one. I know it's a ways out, but I was like, seeing what you did here, like I think we can definitely amplify the next one, and so we were able to make it happen. And now Hennessy and myself are the title sponsors. With that being said, obviously Hennessy is going to be pouring. We're gonna we have some pretty cool installations that are being built out for this event, just to amplify that. Obviously, we want to not only magnify the show, Emerge, right, and give it a bigger platform, but then also we want to align the brand to it, right, to where they're like, hey, I went to that fashion show, and then they had these awesome Hennessy cocktails, and it was a great experience. That's the ultimate goal. But what Hennessy's going to bring to the table is we're going to have a Hennessy lounge. So for all the VIPs that purchase the VIP tickets, there's going to be open bar for you, of course. We're going to have some small bites, and then we're going to have some cool installations inside of the Hennessy lounge. So go get your tickets, because the VIP ones are selling out pretty quickly.
Yes, they are.
And we only have a few days left, so if you want to experience the Hennessy Lounge, I'm basically telling you to go get your tickets right now.
Immediately.
Yeah, immediately. But then also, the VIP the VIP tickets also give premier seating for the actual runway and the performances as well. So you're getting a lot of bang for your buck. And then we also general admission tickets. We didn't forget about you guys either. We are gonna have some installations on the main floor and all of that stuff. And the cool thing about Vivo is that it doesn't matter where you're at, like you're gonna have a great view of the entire show. So I'm definitely excited for all of this. Like I said, I went to the last one, and
when he pulled me aside at the show and mentioned he wanted it, I was like, yes, this is it worked out perfectly. So man, like I said, we always work together so well, and just the amount of support he shows for me individually and for my company is amazing. Like,
that's awesome.
It's really the type of partnership you could only dream of, and I just feel so internally grateful for him as a human being, and just him wanting to represent and bring the brand of Hennessy to the table.
Nice. Now I know you got some hosts for this event. Let's talk about these hosts you got.
Yes, so we actually got a representative from both of our top stations, which I'm really excited about. So we have Jay Cruz from K104 and Jazzy Black from 97.9.
The dynamic duo.
Yes, honestly, like seeing them together, they have so much fun. Like,
that's my brother, Jay Cruz. Shout out Cruz. That's my bro. He's been on this show. I don't know how many times he's been on. He was going to try to pop in, but, the busy schedule, it's hard to get people locked in. Yeah. So, when you're moving and shaking like that. But, shout out Cruz, Jazzy Black. Man, I know y'all can put on a great show, all right?